All right, see you tomorrow, man. All right. Oh. Um. Okay, guys. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Yeah. So, oh my God. No mind all this. No mind all these things. This is the normal protocol. I keep telling you guys. Some of you are surprised that I walk. Oh my God. You are surprised that I walk. Huh? You are very, very surprised that I walk. Yeah, so we walk. I'm just coming out of a site and you have to kit up before you go into this place. Okay. Yeah, it's a construction site, but they need you to kit up before you can go into the site. So I just had to kit up, go in, talk with my people, and now I'm going to another site. So you see, Chidi also walks. And what am I talking about today? Some of you are wondering, Chidi, this Biafra thing, it's only Biafra you're talking about these days. Yes, I'm not just talking about only Biafra, but now where something they pain somebody, now they are the person they point hand they go. So when you see me talking about this thing, it's because I'm concerned about it. It's because it's affecting my brothers and my sisters. Of course, I have brothers and sisters and friends and colleagues all over Nigeria, and I care about them. But I'm telling you, and we also talk about things that happen all over Nigeria. You know that you go to our site and you see a lot of these things. There's not much good that happens in Nigeria, unfortunately. So we talk about all the insecurity and everything. That's about what we talk about these days. But then the one that goes on in the southeast is the one that really, really, comes to mind. There was a lot of carnage. There's still being some secret extrajudicially, Igbo man, extrajudicially. There's been some extrajudiciary killing of Igbo people in the southeast, and we're not happy about it. I'm not happy about it, and we're talking about it. And a lot of you have said, hey Chidi, why did you shave your beard? What happened to your beard? What's going on? And then say, I beg Chidi, be careful of that atta of a guy with his deceptive apologies. Gaslighting, no. Actually, what are you not happy about? The person that said I'm not happy about it was please, okay, you're not happy about the beard that I cut. Waiting now, don't worry. We have entered another stage. Okay, we've entered another stage where we are talking. Okay, the people that are still confronting us, the people that are still fighting with us, we will give them the fight. We will continue to fight. We're not backing down. But a lot of people are not willing to talk. A lot of people are willing to talk, and we are willing to listen to them. Okay? We're willing to listen to them, but nothing changes about where we stand concerning the injustices that are going on in Nigeria, the marginalization that is going on, the maltreatment that certain sectors of the country is getting from certain people. All of that, nothing is changing about it. As long as you continue to take your stand, and as long as you continue to be discriminatory in the way you conduct your affairs in that country, people will continue to resist you. I came today to talk about reconciliation. As you guys may have noticed, for a couple of days now, I've been bringing people on my show. In particular, it's a Barrister Atta. A lot of people are wondering, Chidi, what are you doing with that Barrister Atta? What are you doing with that Barrister Atta? But you have forgotten my nature. The reason why a lot of people left our channel was because I brought some people on my show, and they were so upset. They were so upset that they left our channel and they said, Chidi, why did you bring this person to your show? Me and Atta will go a long way. We were trained by the same pastor. We sat under the same pastor in Family Worship Center, Abuja, Pastor in Maku. So that is where our relationship starts. Atta is a very, very opinionated person. He has very strong opinions that he holds on to tenaciously. He's somebody that if he's convinced about something, he holds on to it like I don't even know. Like, you know, when a tick, if you've had a dog, when you see a tick holding on to a dog, that's the way Atta holds on to anything that he believes in. And so we disagree a lot of times, and we will argue, and then we'll stop talking to each other for long. And then after a while, we'll come and say, hey, you know, we're Christians, we're brothers, we need to, let's talk through our issues. You don't understand, you don't agree to this, I don't agree to this, but let's not make it, you know, let that not cause any disagreement or misunderstanding between us. And we talk over it and we make up. That's been my relationship with Barrister Atta. And then when he came to our show, he kept insisting that there has to be an apology, and you should go and listen to that interview, and you will see the things that we discussed. Now, coming out of that interview, I've been thinking, and I've been talking to a lot of people, and it's beginning to look to me like there is need. And somebody says, what is this thing about reconciliation? Reconciling with who? I'm going to tell you what I'm beginning to find out. I'm beginning to find out either because of the divide and rule tactics of the Nigerian government during the war, There's a lot of people in the southeast, a lot of people in the old eastern region who are still holding one grudge or the other against a fellow citizen of this former eastern region. Remember what I said, either because of that divide and rule tactics of the Nigerian government, where they sowed that seed based on misinformation. They made people disown their origin. They made people hate their brothers and sisters, or based out of genuine ignorance of what was the actual issues that existed between these people. Someone says, I wonder why we make it complicated in the South. No. Don't say we make it complicated in the South. Oh. Let me tell you who we are. We are a people who are not afraid to talk. Let me tell you something. We are a people who are not afraid to talk. That's one thing with us. The Igbo man, let me explain to you, the Igbo man is the most Republican and also democratic person that you can ever have. If your brother says that he is hurting, let me tell you, you don't have the right to tell them that they are hurting. I'm telling you, if your brother or your sister says that I am feeling hurt by you, and maybe this is what has helped me in my relationship. This is why I have a very good relationship with a lot of people. Lots of people. It's not about apology. Let's keep this apology beside. We're talking about getting to a point where if someone tells you that they are hurt, don't tell them that they are stupid. Don't tell them they don't have a right to be hurt. You cannot say that. If someone tells you that they are hurt, just say, okay, do you mind discussing this your hurt with me? That shows maturity. Because if the person did not say that you hurt them, you will never know. Just like your wife saying, baby, I'm not happy with, I've not been happy with the way you're treating me. Is that like, go to hell? Go to hell. Who are you to say that? Who told you? Who told you that you are not, who told you that you're not happy? I'm telling you. And that's what happened with some men. You go and buy a new car for a lady, you go and build a new house for the lady, you go and buy jewelry for the lady, and the lady says, I'm not happy. And once you hear the lady say you're not happy, that she's not happy, you get angry with the lady. You say, how dare you say you're not happy? Do you know I've talked to men and I said, your wife said that she's not happy. What does she mean? What does she mean? What does she mean that she's not happy? Why should she say that she's not happy? I buy everything for her. What else does she want? I buy her cars. I buy her clothes. That house, I gave it all to her. I built a house for her in the village. It doesn't work that way. If she says she's not happy with you, better listen to her. The problem is when you refuse to listen. But a wise man will say, okay, baby, honey, sweetie, darling, sugar, any name you call her, let's talk. Do you know what I've discovered? And this will surprise you. I've discovered that a lot of times when you actually talk with a woman, there is nothing wrong. Those of you that are not married, I'm giving you expo. There is absolutely nothing wrong. Let me give you this gist about my wife. When my wife says that we have not talked that she wants to talk. She will start saying that now that's how the other day, that's how, and then we never talk. We never talk. You don't let me know what's going on. You just don't let me know. We just don't talk. I said, okay, now let's talk. So yesterday we were, and then when we were, then you now said that then when I said, okay, can I talk now? No, let me finish. See, you don't let me finish. That's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah, because you just be talking. You think you're the only one that knows how to talk. You think you don't even let somebody tell you. Sometimes when somebody is telling you something, you don't even listen. You see how I'm talking now? So yeah, talk. So we go through all of this, and at the end of the day, we start screaming and shouting, and then we end up talking gently, and then we end up we don't even know where we started. So I discovered that the main issue is not that there are issues, but that you're not talking. So the solution to the problem is to talk. Women like to talk. I don't care. If you're a woman and you're saying, Oga Chidi, why are you doing like this? You're being a male chauvinist. No, women talk. Men don't talk. A man will just look at something and say, okay, and keep quiet and watch TV. Or say, I'm coming, and just drive out and go and buy. Sometimes you drive out to go and buy food because you don't want your wife to cook, but because you didn't tell your wife, because you didn't talk, your wife is cooking and making dinner when you went to buy food. By the time you buy the food and come back to surprise her, it's like, you didn't tell me you were going to buy food. And you're like, honey, I just did this too. I didn't want you to suffer, but you didn't talk to me. Now I've cooked the whole food. What are we going to do? And now you spend money buying that one. So now you're feeling bad and all of that. So what am I trying to say is that if somebody said they are aggrieved, we got to listen to them. We got to say, let's hear what your grievance is. And when they tell you what their grievance is, that is when you will have an opportunity to answer back. I'm telling you, don't say the person doesn't have a right to complain. Why now? Saying somebody doesn't have a right to complain is like saying that we too don't have a right to complain. No, we are complaining. So if anybody whom you have already, remember, you've already called this person your brother. This person always says that they have lived in peace with you. In fact, at our discussion, this Atta opened up with saying that Igbos live in peace and all of that. Regina Askia in the discussion with Adeshina said, you know that people say that Igbos dominate, even the Saduana said Igbos dominate, wherever they come, they dominate, they take over. Somebody had asked the question. You need to watch the two videos. You need to watch the interactive session with Atta alone. And then you need to watch the Zoom meeting with Atta and Adeshina. Then you can tie the two together. Now, when Regina Askia said, talked about all of that, I reminded her that when the issue came up in my interaction with Atta, Maximus, a Joffo, very sound guy, now asked him to show in history any time when Igbos had fought a war of contest, tried to conquer anybody, fought a war like maybe the Fulani Jihad or other people. Never. There was never a time in the history when Igbos, forget about the small tribal wars that people fought against each other, but that Igbos will now go to fight another tribe, overrun them, annex their land. That was not the way of the Igbo. What the Igbo did was the Igbo went into a place. Igbos went into a place and they established in that place and they made the place look good, because everybody was the customer of the Igbo man who was a trader. So a trader does not make enemies. A trader keeps a good relationship with everybody. So I want to advise my fellow brothers and sisters, Igbo people, it is time we listen to our neighbors. We are the big brother. I used to be very, very reluctant in saying it, but I think it is time I begin to say it solidly. And the Igbo man is the big brother in the South. Igbo man is the I don't know how to put it without people feeling slighted, but Igbo man has the biggest population in the Southeast. Igbo man is the most well established. If you group all the achievements of everybody in the Southeast. And so it is time we wake up to our responsibility as the big brothers of the Southeast. I'm not talking about the one on paper where we say, oh, everybody is with us. Everybody may be with us in the Biafran struggle. But if anybody says that you have hurt me, we have to listen. We cannot help with the, because you may not understand as an Igbo man that people like the Nigerian state are selling the wrong narrative that you are a proud and arrogant people. We are proud and arrogant people. Far be it from that. We are a proud people, but not the proud that comes with arrogance. I say this in my program, that the Igbo man is the proud person who is so proud that he will not allow himself to be a beggar. Igbos are not beggars. The Igbo man is so proud of his clan, is so proud of his ancestry, is so proud of genealogy that he wants to make sure that everybody in his lineage at least progresses or does well. Igbo man is so proud and highly competitive that he does not want his neighbor to pass him. So what does he do? He goes and does everything humanly necessary to make it, to provide for his family, to build a house that he is as equally as good or better than his neighbor. And all of this brings about development. I'm telling you, the Igbo man naturally swears on oath with so many of his brothers and sisters and neighbors that they will not spill each other's blood. And that is why in Okonkwo, it was an abomination for you to kill. It is seen as sacrilegious for you to spill blood. It doesn't matter the blood of the innocent. And that's why in Okonkwo, when Okonkwo and things fall apart, killed a member of his village by accident, he had to go on exile because that was something that was not acceptable. Even when it was an accident, since they could not kill him because he had killed, he was allowed to go on exile. That is the typical Igbo man. So the Igbo man is not the person that Igbo man's enemy paints him to be. And the only way we can prove this is by showing that we are not arrogant. It is only arrogance that makes you, when somebody says you have hurt them, he says, it's a lie, you have not hurt me. No. I'm telling you, people will always yield to superior argument. I am not afraid of entering into an argument with you. No. All I'm telling you is bring your own point, bring your facts to the table. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You say I've hurt you, no problem. I'm not going to say you're a fool. I'm not going to say you're mad. I'm not going to say you're crazy. You don't have a right to say that. No, I'm going to tell you to come. Let's have a chat. Because the thing you don't know is that in opening those wounds that you are worried about, let's open it. Let's open it. I don't care. Let's open the wound. But in doing that, you may actually discover that it's not just you who is hurting. It's not just the person that you think is the bad guy that's the bad guy. We may actually learn from each other. What am I saying in this sense? Let us talk. Let the talking begin. We will continue to talk. But while we are continuing to talk, let us not be carried away or be distracted from our enemy. Okay? Let us still hold our sword, hold our spear, hold everything. Let us lap our water like the dog. Let us not kneel down and scoop the water with two hands. Those of you Bible scholars will understand what I'm talking about. Let us still not just close our eyes and pray, but let us watch and pray. And by that, we close our eyes, close one eye and open the other one. Because while we're sleeping, the enemy goes around and he sows weed inside our farm. Remember the Igbo man says, if you are in a land dispute and you are just there talking, you don't show physical presence on the land, your opponent will enter the land, cultivate the land, sow seedlings, yam seedlings there, and when you show up, you will be the one contesting the land against him because of how they move. So, in as much as, and I'm saying this to make sure that those of you who have any iota of doubt, that this helps you. In as much as we're talking about reconciling with anybody who feels he wants reconciliation, fine. And it is necessary. Anybody that tells you you don't need to reconcile with anybody who says any problem with, because even in the Bible, remember in the Bible when it says that if you're going to make your offering, and you discover that your brother, and by extension your sister too, has any issues, has an ode against you, that you should go reconcile with your brother, reconcile with your sister, and come and make the offering. It did not say if you hurt your brother. Listen very carefully. This is where a lot of us miss it. The Bible did not say if you hurt your brother. Go and read it. It didn't say if you hurt your brother, if you hurt your sister. It says if your brother, if your sister has this thing, they are the one that are thinking that you hurt them. You may not even have hurt them. They are the ones that said it. It's not you that said it. It is your brother, and your brother is the one that said that you hurt me. It is your wife that said you hurt me. They are not trying to, you have not even proven that you hurt them. In fact, you know that you did not hurt them. And yet, we are being asked to go and sort it out with our brother and our sister. A lot of you are going to come to my site and you're going to say on this channel, oh, Atta is deceiving you. Atta is deceiving you. Atta is misleading you. You see, I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. But you see, I am willing to err. I'm willing to make a mistake like I've done in the past. I'm willing to err on the side of caution. I'm willing to err on the side of trying to make peace with everybody than err on the side where I believe that I am 100% correct, that nobody can talk to me, that nobody can advise me. No. And this is Dr. Chidi. Let me tell you how I live my life, what helps me. I believe in the principle that says that in the multitude of counsel, there is wisdom. In the multitude of counsel, there is wisdom. Oh my goodness. They took out Portugal. I was rooting for you guys. I was rooting for Portugal. You know, it happens. You see Portugal on my left, Portugal on my right. I don't know what happened.
Everybody home now.
Everybody's at home now. Everybody's sleeping. It's only a game, okay? Don't worry. We'll come back next time. Next time. Yeah.
Let's see. Next time they go on holiday.
All right. Anyways. It's okay. Portugal lost the match yesterday, so I'm consoling my Portuguese friends. All the car to my right, the truck on my right is Portugal. The one on my left was Portugal too, but he already turned the other way. So you see, that's the way I roll. Okay, I like to blend with everybody, and then let's see what happens. Okay, guys. That's my message for you. You're gonna hear more about this whole thing that we're talking about. And if you are my friend, I'm telling you, I'm beginning to discover a lot of things I did not know before. I did not really know some of the things I'm getting to hear, and some of it I know, and I'm beginning to hear some shocking perceptions that people have. Like, some of it is shocking to me because I know it's not true. I know very well that it is not true. Some of the things I know they are not true, but I've heard some of our brothers and sisters express this thing like they know and they believe that it is true. So the fact that they believe that it is true, I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to negotiate my what do I want to call it now? My knowledge, my intelligence. You understand? Your knowledge, your intelligence, my confidence in what I know. I'm willing to negotiate it. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, no. I know, and because I know, I'm going to stick to my guns. No. I'm going to talk. And we'll see how it goes. If we talk and it doesn't make sense, no problem. Now, someone had, Victor, look how you've been talking. Let me read some of the things you're saying. He says, never. Adakiboro was in UNN when the North recruited him to sabotage Biafran and Igbos. Please do your research. Okay. Chidi, we Igbo will never apologize to Atta. I am from Asaba, and we lost a lot, so my pains hurt. My mother is from Onitsha, and on her side, they lost a lot. Exactly. Dr. Chidi, in UA, if anyone twists Holocaust narrative, it is a punishable offense. Okay. Atta is not ignorant of the truth. He is gaslighting to get government relevance. The death of 3 million. Atta deserves no gentleman approach for using the death of 3 million people lie his way into the president. Atta is using your platform to create enemies between Biafrans because Atta knows the truth but decided to be twisting the truth and painting pictures of Igbos killed their brothers in the Nigerian army. Victor, look at that should have been brought up also in the discussion to also see how Mr. Atta sees it. Solution was Atta diplomatic in his straight up lies, accusation of apology scheming. Anyway, like I said, there's nothing wrong in talking. Everyone should be heard. Everyone should be heard. When you say that you don't want to listen to people, can I tell you something? That becomes the height of arrogance. And we're not arrogant people. We're not arrogant people. Thank you so much, guys. Go and watch the video. You learn one or two things, and go and watch the video and also advise me. Advise me. Tell me your heart. Tell me the truth you know. Tell me what you think doesn't make sense. You know very well that I'm open to advice. Okay. So I love you guys. Take care of yourself, and God bless you. I am signing out. Okay.